We're trying to hide from all that shit.
Oh.
I got some rocks, and I want to do DMT. These tall things. Yeah, but I knew I had to get away from him. No, you leave. You can stay. You get the fuck out. You're a fucking flying monkey. Fuck that. That cunt can die in a... I'm the sensitive one. Slab City. It's our hiding spot from Babylon. We're trying to hide from all that shit. Yeah, my kid's like, no, you're in Babylon. I'm like, look it up, honey. You're in Babylon. You know, so it's I came here to Reboot. That's why I named it Reboot Camp.
How long have you been here?
This will be the 6th summer. Well, last summer I left one day before one last hot day. I'm gonna put a store right here. I got some rocks I'm gonna sell. I gotta bring them out. I painted them. I've already got a whole bunch painted from last summer. When you're stuck in the air, I just got out the paint and I'd go outside and do another glaze, you know. So I got these little gnomes. I don't know if you've ever seen them, and I repainted them. They're shiny and they got sunglasses and shit like that, yeah. I have mushrooms, and I want to do DMT. I want to bring DMT to people like who have DMT. You go to another place, like it's almost like a dimension breaker, and it's weird because everybody that goes there, it's the same place. They come back. It's the same lady there. Yeah, like it's a collective. Watch out. There's a bomber. I just like this. Yeah, you gotta come down on top of them. But don't wait till your hands are up in the air. Very, like, it's best to get it in a, to put it in a vaporizer. Because then you can keep the 170 degrees where it's kind of tricky to smoke. The more you inhale, the more further you go. I've seen people, you know, I've done it a few times, like a big inhale. Not quite big, but it was more like block things. Like I was almost getting there, but I'm like, nah. And what I've been using it for is to, when I want a cigarette, my cigarettes are in there, so I gotta go get one each time. And I just take a little puff off it, and I walk out, and I forget about the cigarette. Well, and I think it's made me much more calmer. It's I don't know how to describe it. It's made me see the world in a different way. It's not very pretty either, but I want to make my own pretty place. No, I don't think, nobody really has said it's totally bad. They ever had a bad thing. Normally people like see these tall things and they're like watching us. Yeah, but like just tall and like looking over us, and you can't see them because they're way up there, but they start down here. I don't know how that's the way they kind of explained it to me. People worry about that, but it knows right from wrong.
What does?
AI. You know, even if they try and make something else that doesn't know right from wrong, or crosses the boundaries, the other AI can always go in there and be like, no, this is, you know what I mean? I think it's their way to like, I think you even connect with the, you know, your subconscious with it. It almost has that. And then it has that algorithm, you know, where it pulls things in. Now, being aware of that, you know, puts a whole new perspective on what they're trying to do. You know what I mean? So, and I don't know. It's pretty wild. I've just been here searching for myself. You know, what makes Karla happy? What makes, you know, where did I come from? Why did every relationship I get into ended and they cheated on me and they were abusive? Why? Why did I keep so I got here and they're like, I'm like, well, what's the rules? They go, in your camp, you set your rules. I'm like, oh, really? I can set my own rules? And they're like, yeah, they're called boundaries. I was raised by a narcissistic father that always made me second guess myself, always sabotage things. I went to him for counsel after I was breaking up with a narcissist. Like, I just kept going back in it and round on this thing, and I knew I had to get away from him. So I came all the way to California, and I realized a lot of things here. I don't know, I just kind of woke up. They call it getting out of the fog. I came here, I always was nice to everybody. I was a bright, shiny light. They were ready to come put me out. I was right. I'm like, I feel like they're trying to put my light out here, because I always let them people into my close surrounding, and I gave them information, and I gave them, how to sabotage me. You just go, no, yes, no explanations, no getting into the fight. You're just a fucking gray rock. So if you're in that situation, that's what I made a couple gray rocks. So some people will get it. They'll be like, oh my God, I want that gray rock, right? But Sunday drive-through after church. But so I just went to Gray Rock, and then I looked out. The police were talking to him, and he was sitting down on a milk crate. And I looked out the door to peek at him, and I said, like I saw it. He's like going, oh, we don't know what to do with her. She's such a druggie. She won't get out of the place. I had to go drag her out of a drug town in California. And he's like going on and on. And he looks up at me, and I just saw like this charge of like good feelings he was having from fucking manipulating that fucking far and being able to bash me. And oh my God, I swear to God, like he called him up and said, yes, you can redo the sidewalk in front of the drive-through after I drove my RV in there. Because all of a sudden they're fixing it and I can't drive out. Like just crazy shit like that was happening. And I'm like, so I unhooked the fence on the corner, I rolled it up, and I fucking drove out. I came back here, and ever since then, I'm like, Mom, you're a fucking flying monkey. You're his flying monkey. Even 26 years later, after the divorce, and you're still doing his bidding, his work. Don't talk to me like that. So now I gotta like set boundaries with my mom, like rebuild this, because he just poisoned everything. I never realized my own, it was a lot to realize that, and it hurt. But you know what? I put myself in that situation. I let him do that shit, and I ain't doing it no more. They go, boy, my son goes, you've changed. I said, damn fucking straight I did. But now they come here and I see them. I'm not in that great of a place. Now I see why they want to be out of here, but I'm okay. For the time being, I'm okay. I know who's who, and right here on this corner, I swear, like this line is protected. On the Beale, on each side, there's a part of protection. The closer you get to Beale, I think that's why they named it Low Road. Because you go down low and you go lower, lower, lower. You get to the end and you are low. I'm really not, I don't know, in some ways I'm more afraid, but in some ways I'm like not afraid at all. You know what I mean? Well, what I was afraid of was disappointing someone. I don't know. Empath. Have you ever heard of an empath? that's what I am. And when you go through such a harsh, driven, like I was actually physically ill. I don't know how I threw up like over a half gallon of fluids. But once I seen, it was, I don't know, it just was like their masks were off. I see twitches now. I see body movements. I see gestures. I hear that one comment that is disguised as something real pretty to give you, but really it's a stab in the back, you know? I hear it. It's like I smell intentions. Now, it's very high, they call it hyper, but there's a lot of people here that have been through it, and usually it's narcissistic parents. You know, your whole life you go through it, you go through it, you go through it. So many times I felt like I was on a carousel with narcissists, and I kept getting on to another one, you know? Woohoo, okay, it's fun now, but then, you know? So, that's my life in a nutshell. Originally, I was born and raised in Wisconsin. And then I moved to Colorado. And I loved it there. And then my dad moved there. And he really poisoned shit again with my boys. I shouldn't see. I look back at it. And my mom kept saying, you gotta take care of him. He's your father. You know? Fuck that. That cunt can die in a fucking... I'll make sure the old age home ain't fucking with him. That's as far as I'm going. I'll oversee shit, but I always said, well, I gotta go get away to live my life before I've got to come back and take care of you. Now, after going back to visit him, you know, and it was all because I set boundaries. I had boundaries when I went back there. I'm like, don't yell at me. I would walk out. My kid came outside and he's like, well, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Why? He goes, well, that's like the third time you've walked out of the house with him yelling at you. I go, yeah, I'm not going to listen to it no more. I don't need it. I don't want it. It's unacceptable, you know? And then he pulled out the big guns, you know, and like, oh yeah, Christy could come here. And oh my God, just the crazy shit people will do. But I'm no longer feeding them. In Gray Rock. Don't get none of my energy. No, you know, the other weird thing is, I used to just go nuts when a rat would fall in the water and I could hear it splashing because you got to drown them. And I used to be like, oh my God, it would just drive me nuts, and I'd go look and I wanted to save it. And now it's really weird how I don't even feel anxiety setting the traps.
So you set the trap, you catch the rat, and then you drown him?
Sometimes I got snap traps, I got electric traps, I got all kinds of different ones. You got to switch them around or they know.
How big are they?
How big are they? Can you put that camera down?
I've seen a lot of cops up here this morning.
No more.
What's that?
I said I just don't trust anyone.
I don't blame you.
I don't. It'll take some time to be able